Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm showing you how I made my Christmas cake. Stay tuned.
Hashtag, I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. Very, very, very important.
Now there is certain texture that I want my cake, so when I'm making my Christmas cake, I literally measure most of the things that I'm using. Well, you know, the main stuff. So I have 750 grams of self-raising flour. I have 500 grams of dark demerara sugar. I have 6 medium eggs. Now if you're using large eggs, I'd suggest you use 4. I'm going to use 500 grams of my baking butter, and I have about 4 cups full of my blended soaked fruits. Now the rest of the stuff, like the baking powder, I use like 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Now for the vanilla and stuff, you'll see as I go what exactly I put in there. I would, just tell you whilst I'm doing it, but all of the ingredients that are showing is what I used for my cake. Plus you'll see later I did have my evaporated milk, because my mother put a little splash of evap milk in her cake. So yeah, mommy can do it and it nice, me I go follow suit. Now what I'm gonna do with this lime is I'm gonna grate some lime zest into my egg, and I'm also gonna cut it and squeeze half of the juice in there as well, because this, egg raw and something there, and when I like to eat the cake and you can smell the rawness in the cake, it's very off-putting and I don't like it. So this now just cuts away the rawness from the cake. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. As usual, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and watch a few of my videos. Hit the subscribe button if you like my content, and make sure you turn on your post notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Now I'm adding 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 1 tablespoon of my nutmeg powder and also my cinnamon powder. Now, as I said before, I love to measure my ingredients, because especially with the flour, the butter, the sugar and the eggs, because I find that if you get that right, then your cake will be beautiful. Now as you can see here, I've started by creaming my butter and my sugar. Now halfway through, once it's nearly done, I like to go in with a spoon, go deep in the container, because sometimes there's butter and sugar mixture is still there that's not mixed out, and we want to mix out every single thing. Now after I've done this, I'm gonna add in my eggs, two at a time, or 3, and just cream that up nicely with the butter and the sugar. Now once this is done, I'm going to transfer it to the bowl that I will be mixing my cake batter in. Now I'm going to start by adding in my fruits, and just give it a little stir just to start, the thing where I start mix up everything is mixing time now. Now I only added about half of the fruits, and I'm gonna add half of the flour now. I'm just use my little strainer and just sift it through, because we don't really want no lumps of flour in the cake, and I just find it makes it so much lighter as well. Now just literally take your time and just fold that flour in, give it a good mix, because we don't want no raw flour spots in our cake. So we're literally gonna take our time and just make sure you mix that flour in. Now once I've done the first batch, I'm going to go ahead now and add my vanilla. So here I have a tablespoon yeah, a tablespoon in my hand. So I'm gonna go with 2 tablespoons of my vanilla, 2 tablespoons of my rose water and almond essence, and I'm gonna add, now the browning was a bit because here I went in with about 3 tablespoons. Now if you want your cake really dark like how this came out, then in total I used 5 tablespoons of browning. Lord have mercy, but it was just a little bit too dark for me. So I would recommend between 3 and 4 tablespoons of browning. Now once I added that, I'm gonna go ahead now add the rest of my fruits, and you know the thing go, we're just gonna mix. You know, sometimes when you're mixing up the cake batter and you think to yourself, say, especially with the browning, that's what tricked me, you know, because I'm there and I'm like, it don't look dark enough. It want a little bit more darkness when you put it in, but you see, once it bake, you're gonna see like, wow. But as I said, you know, between 3 and 4, it's just perfect. And you know, don't be shy, you know, taste your butter as you go along, because when you taste it, then you know exactly, you know, you add a little more rum or a little more wine, you know the thing go. We're not gonna add no more flour and thing. So now this measurement, it gave me 3 cakes. One was a 10-inch pan, one was an 8-inch pan, and one was a 6-inch pan. So it's you know, I know one cake you're gonna get out of this specific the measurements that I've given you. Now if you want a smaller cake, just reduce it. You know, you can go 500 grams, you can go 250 grams. Now yes, I measure in grams, yeah, because some it can process the thing. Now you don't have to add your browning in different patches like how you see I added it, but you know, as I said, because I thought it wasn't dark enough, and I also went in with my evaporated milk. I think I put about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the evaporated milk in there, or 4. I don't know. Why? See me with the browning again, be a browning, but yeah, I think this last one was just not needed at all. But then again, if you like your cake really dark, then you can, you know, use the 5 tablespoons. So now once I've done all of that, I'm just gonna start adding in my wine. So again, I added in 3 tablespoons of my red label wine. I have my cherry brandy. I added 3 tablespoons as well. I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of, you know, the good old Uncle Ray. Now let me tell you something about my oven. You see, over this holiday, my oven was just doing the most. My whole entire cooker was doing the most. Down to do 2 burners, the ovens was just giving trouble. The top oven, I don't even know what she did I try to do. And the bottom oven was like, it kind of struggled. I don't know if it had burn up the cake or it had cooked the cake, but you know what? This was entirely for my home and my family, and we thoroughly enjoyed the cake. Now, once you've done your butter, transfer it to your baking tins. Now, I did go ahead and, you know, just lightly butter them. If you can, you know, if you want that smooth edges, the smooth bottom, then you can go ahead and, you know, use some parchment paper or oven-proof paper, greaseproof paper, whatever you call it in your neck of the woods. Now here comes, you know, the cake master, and him after taste it for give you a pass, and him did give you a good pass. Now I put these in my oven. Now you want to bake your cake between gas mark 5 or 6, you know, between say 375 degrees to 400, no hotter than that. And I did put it in the oven with a tray with some water at the bottom just to soak up the moisture. And I baked the smaller ones for about an hour. Now if you see that, it looked like it did a start burn over this, because I tell you, my oven was just doing the most. It was literally doing the most. Now I'm gonna add back all my wines, including my rum, and I'm just gonna make a little mixture just to baste the cake. And yeah man, after this, the cake just nice, and just take your time and make sure you cover all the bits, just so that nice liquid can just go down in the cake and just keep it so moist. And just listen, it was nice. It was nice. And I tell you, when this cake nice, you see a few days later, oh Lord, when everything. Now what you can do as well on a daily basis, you can just go back with just a little bit of the liquid here and just do what I'm doing. You don't have to do it so much, but just a little bit over the top just to keep that going, Well, if you want it extra boozy, you can do that. But guys, this cake came out totally beautiful. I absolutely enjoyed it. May I tell us, every minute you just see it go down, slice, just a cut every minute. But you know what? Yeah, as I said, guys, follow the recipe. I follow eggs. I measure every single thing. Well, when I say every single thing, you know what I mean, man. Look at something, them flour and sugar and all of that. Measure everything, and I always get my cake like this. And you know what? See there? To hold the cake just nice. Look, then me don't know why me I try lift up this with knife, just cause you know me I go eat that slice, like that slice then never did I go back. This slice of cake just look at this, guys. It never did I go back, but say I have to do the little thing for the little showing of the people them. And there you have it, guys. Now guys, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up for this video. And as I said, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss my video. Now see it there, right there. So now all this want is a nice cool glass of cereal, See it there, I can't left out. I have to take you a bite. Take a bite. Merry Christmas. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And as I always say, to aim high, work hard, but smart, because the sky's the limit. Only you can limit yourself. Catch you in the next video, guys. Bye.